in the last class we looked into what is called as sets. Okay, so further we'll go ahead and discuss this actually, this Python dictionaries. So we call that as dictionaries in Python. See, what is this actually? It is an unordered, just similar to your set actually, unordered collection of values or keys or items or characters. Okay, here when I tell that unordered collection of items and characters, the major difference what I could differentiate between a set and here is actually, here this is signified by a key and value pair. Okay, I'm going to give a key. See, in case of a set, I didn't give a key, but here I'm going to, what is this key? Key is nothing but just similar to your indexing, what we saw in lists and your tuple. Okay, key is nothing but an index, and I'm going to give a value. A key value pair and a collection of your items or characters is called as a dictionary. How I'm going to create a dictionary? Okay, if you want to create a dictionary, see, the dictionary is created by, the dictionary is created. And one more thing is actually, I can create a dictionary using a simple curly brackets. Okay, so create a dictionary by placing the items in the, so by placing the items in the curly brackets, what we used to do in the sets actually. The only difference is actually you're going to have the key value pairs. See, how I'm going to place it actually in a curly bracket like this, key colon value. Okay, so dictionaries are created by, if I have more number of data, then I'm going to put a comma. So dictionaries are created by a curly bracket, by placing the items in the curly brackets in the form of key value pair. So this is a pair actually. This is a pair. Okay. The columns used to separate the key and value. So this is the one. So I'm going to use a column which is going to separate the key and value. Okay, this is one thing. Or I can use, this is one method, or use of dict function. It's also, I think some books they call this as dict constructor or function. I can use a dict function or a dict constructor to create the a dictionary. Only thing is the value and pair is once again separated by your column. Okay, then how I am going to use it actually. When I have this particular key value, see, keys and dictionaries are unique. One particular major difference what we look into your dictionaries is the key values, what we call it as a key. The keys in dictionary, the keys in a dictionary are unique. Okay. And one more thing is actually, these key values are mutable. See, the key value, see the key value after, see, after I create it, so I should able to see which is mutable, which is immutable. Okay, which is mutable and which is immutable. See, we can modify or add or remove a key value pair after creation. That means it's a mutable one. That's the meaning of it. Okay, so what I can call, so we can add, okay, modify, that means remove all those things, a key value pair, that is key value pair after creation. That means they are mutable. That's the meaning of in Python what we call. So they are mutable. Or collection, that's the meaning is the dictionaries or the items or collections in the dictionary are changeable, or we can add or we can remove, all those things we can do it. Okay. Now we have seen that how we can create a dictionary. Let me try to take an example of it and try to create a dictionary. Let's say, for example, we'll go with some name and all. Okay, name of a particular person and maybe his phone number or mobile number, all those things. Name, which city he belongs, and phone number. Let's take one example. Okay, let's try to create a dictionary. Okay, what it is actually, let me call it as some person 1. Person 1 is equal to, I will open with a floor bracket. The key is name, okay, followed by a colon. So let me call it as maybe Prakash, okay. Prakash, okay. This being a, what is a Prakash? Prakash is a string. So I have to put it in the string actually. Now comma. Next is, so he belongs to which city? Let me put it as city. City colon. Okay. Maybe let me put it as Kolar. Okay. Then mobile phone. Mobile colon. Maybe some number. Let me put some number. So 98667867. Okay. Some number I put. 4525. Okay, then I'm going to close it. It's an integer. Let me put a 10-digit number, or you can put 4-digit number also. Maybe instead of mobile number, maybe you can give an intercom number also, doesn't matter. Now, what is it actually? I have created a dictionary. So look at this. This is one key. This is one key value pair. This is one key value pair. This is one another key value pair. A key and a value, that is an index and its value. An index and its value. An index and its value. Now, if I try to print it, what I'm going to get actually, your output will be name, Prakash, city, Kolar, mobile, that particular number, whatever I given. This is how you can create a dictionary using the simple curly brackets separated by comma. It's having this value. If I want to print it, simple. Print person 1. I'll get an output, same thing. How to create the same dictionary? Create a dictionary using dict constructor. Dict constructor. How to do this actually? The same thing what I'm going to do actually here. Let me call it as the person 2. Here I have to open with a, first is I have to find, I have to write dict, then open the brace. Let me create a this thing, same. Okay, here name. Okay, let me call it as maybe Santosh. Okay, within the hyphens, so double inverted commas. Then let me put it as city. City. Okay, then Bangalore. I am not putting the mobile number. Let me 2 data. That's enough. Then close the braces. This is how you can create a same kind of a dictionary using the dict function or dict constructor. Okay. Is it possible to create this kind of a dict constructor by using some kind of a sequence? Okay. Same thing. Can I do it in some kind of a sequence? Yes, it can be done. In that case, what should I use actually? I should be able to use your lists. Okay, I should be able to use it as a tuple actually. I should use it as a tuple. How it is actually? How it is? Maybe if I go and let me create a dictionary of this kind. Let me call it as some person 3, and we will see how we can create it. So creating a dictionary from some kind of a sequence. Okay, create a dictionary. Okay, from sequence having some kind of a item as a pair or whatever. Dictionary as a sequence as a pair. Okay. Now, when you have this kind of an thing, okay, how I can do that actually? So let me call it as some person 3. Person 3. Okay. Now I had to use dict. So I'm going to use a dict actually. Dict function. Okay. Then I'm going to use your list. Then open it. Name. Okay. Let me call it as Santosh. Okay. Close the bracket. Comma. Okay. Then open the bracket. City. Then Bangalore. City. So no colon. Sorry, no colon. So it is comma actually. Here it is comma. City, comma, Bangalore. City, comma, Bangalore. Close the bracket. Okay. Then you have to close with the square bracket. This thing. Then close the your regular brackets. If I, this kind of sequencing is not used regularly. Okay, this kind of sequencing is not used that regularly, but the first method is very commonly used. The first method is the very commonly used. Maybe the second method is commonly used. Maybe third method using sequencing, very rarely it is used. Maybe the output will be still the similar one. Here, only thing is you are using the sequence one after the other as a thing. That's it. Okay. Is it possible for us to create a list using only list actually? Create a dictionary only using list? Yes, it can be done. I'll show that. Create create a dictionary. Create a dictionary maybe with a value as a list. As a list, I have a list, and from the list I am trying to do it. How we can do it? Let me call it as maybe person, name, city, and some telephone or whatever it may be. Okay, let me call it as person 4. Okay, here what I'm going to do actually, so I'm going to create with a flower bracket. So it is name, okay, followed by colon. Okay, then what is the name actually? Name is actually, maybe let me call him as maybe Srijit. Okay, Srijit, comma, then mobile phones. Let me put it as mobile phone. Why I am taking the mobile here is actually he may be having 2 or 3 numbers. Okay, I'll only use only the 4-digit numbers. Okay, what I'm going to use actually, I'm going to create a list. Let me call it as some number 2024. 2024 is the intercom one number available. Maybe his personal intercom number where is chamber, and he has some office number which is maybe 119 or something. Okay, then close this and close it. So if I try to print it, if I try to print this particular thing, print person 4, I'll be getting the output as, see, I'll be getting the output as the name Srijit, mobile numbers 2024 and 119. So I can use a list to give multiple values. See, here, this is the key value. See, key value for the name, key value for your mobile number. I am having multiple numbers. If I want to give multiple numbers, I can use a list actually. This is how you can create a dictionary in different form, whatever the different forms. So I am discussing 3 or 4 major one. So other maybe if I want to create an empty dictionary, simple thing. If I want to create an empty dictionary, it can be done. Empty dictionary can be created much easily. Okay, you can create a empty dictionary. How we can do that actually? Empty dictionary can be created. One minute. Yeah, fine. Create an empty page. Okay. How to create an empty dictionary? Creating an empty dictionary. Creating an empty dictionary. How to do it actually? So simply like, let me call it as empty, some dict or whatever it may be. Empty dictionary, empty dict. So just you have to use is equal to, just open and close the your square bracket, sorry, your flower bracket. See, one particular thing you have to be very clear. I think I was telling you, maybe when I was discussing the sets also. When I try to create an empty dictionary, and if you try to print, what type of data type is this? Empty dict. If I try to do this, my output will tell that it is of the type, see, it is of the class dictionary class. This is of dictionary class. The class dictionary, dict class. Even if I even see, I can create, see, using an empty dictionary, if I can use the same thing for sets also. Hope you remember. I can create an empty set using a simple flower bracket, but the type of data it is dict actually. It's a dictionary type. When we try to create a dictionary without any elements within or inside the curly bracket, then it will be an empty dictionary of type dictionary or dict actually. Even though it is also a type of empty set also. So that means when I try to create an empty set or empty dictionary, it is actually creating the dictionary of empty dictionary. Okay. Now once you create these dictionaries, how to access it? Now, when I tell that how to access it, you can see here. So whenever I tell that this is a dictionary as a key pair, see, this is my key, this is a value. So how we used to do, maybe in the lists and tuples, we used to take the key index actually. So here the key is nothing but an index. Okay. Now I want to access a particular person. Okay. Now if I try to just go here, maybe here itself, person 4. If I want to access the value, that particular thing, so only the access, only the name. I want to take the printout of only the name. What I will do, print person 4 within my square bracket. I will put this particular name. See, this particular name I am going to put. Name as my key. The moment I give name as my key, I will get my output as Srijit. If I give the output as maybe a mobile, okay, if I give the output as mobile, I'm going to get the output as your two numbers 2024 and 119. So this is what I'm going to, these are my key values or index numbers I can get, and I will get the output. Okay, let me try that. So what it is actually, if I want to get the print, say print person 4 within my square bracket. Okay, I'll put name. You can use single inverted commas or double, it doesn't matter, it's a string. So a name, okay, close the brackets. So what will be your output? Your output will be, it will be Srijit. Okay, your output will be the name of that particular person, what we have decided or what we have defined. That will be your output. Now, if I want the telephone, if I want the mobile numbers, so print person 4 within my bracket, I'll put mobile, output will be, okay, the output will be 2024, 119. This is how you can access the elements. See, I am trying to, elements means it's the values. How to access the elements? So this is nothing but accessing the items or elements of your dictionary using the simple key values. Okay, this is on simple value. Is it possible to get it using some other format? Yes. There is an, see, accessing the items or the key values using, we have a function called as get function. Okay, the same thing. So accessing the values of dictionary using get function. How to do this actually? So if I want to get the same person 4 name, what I'm going to do actually? So I'm going to use, so print, okay, print, what is that actually? It is person 4 dot. If I want to use a get function, I will use get, okay, then within this particular thing, what I want name, then close the bracket. So what will be my output? My output will be Srijit. Output, what I'm going to get is the Srijit. If I try to do the same with a mobile phone, mobile, I'm going to get 2024 and 119. So as you see, the output actually, we have retrieved the values or the items using the key value or key as the name. See, when I try to give key as the name, the Srijit came out. When I use key as your mobile, 2024 and 119 came out. So these are the key values, or these are the keys, or these are the indexes, what we call it. Okay. Now, see, in dictionary, we have certain functions. Say, for example, I have defined a dictionary having n number of keys. Maybe what I'm showing is 1 or 2 keys actually. If I try to have n number of keys, dictionaries with n number of items, okay, I want to return the list of all the keys present in the dictionary. Okay, so if you want to get all the keys, get all the keys in the dictionary, all the keys in the dictionary. So what is it actually? Let me give that. Say, for example, if I call it as some name, I call it as a dictionary name. It has some key value pair. Let me call it as maybe, stop, call it as, let me call it as maybe some name. Or we can view, we can call, we can go with anything, animals or something. Okay, let me call it as animals. Maybe we want to what is its name by, maybe it may be a monkey. Okay, then its age, okay, its age maybe some 10 years. So place, maybe I can call it as maybe North India, maybe some place I can give. So Delhi, something like this. I have created something like this. Some more than three or I have around 5 to 6 key values. What are these actually? Name is one key, age is one key, place is one key, maybe what it eats, what it does, all those things I have put actually. Now I want to access all the keys over here. Okay. I want to access all these keys. What should I do? So simply you have to use this function. Keys within the curly brackets, it's going to return, all the keys present in the dictionary. All the keys present in the dictionary. You want to remove the values from it actually. You want to access to the values, just use this particular function, that is values. It's going to return all the values present in the dictionary. That is, what are the values? Monkey, 10, Delhi, what and all I have put now. All the values it gets printed. Okay. Now, similarly, there are other operations what we can do. Similarly, you can do maybe I have created a Python dictionary. I can. Is it possible for me to change and add a dictionary element? As I told, they are mutable. How to change and change or add? Okay, change or add dictionary elements. Change or add dictionary elements. So now if I want to change it, say dictionaries, I told that dictionaries are mutable. We can add a new item or change the value of an existing item. So that's what is immutable. Using what is called as an assignment operator. What is it? Say for example, here, so let me create a simple dictionary. Okay, so let me call it as maybe a dictionary with just simple a person's name and age. Okay, create a dictionary with a person's name and age. Okay, let me call it as some my underscore dict1 is equal to, okay, it is name. Okay, let me call it as Satish. Okay, this is the name of that particular person, and let me put an age. Okay, age is some 28. Okay, I have created a dictionary. Now I want to update the age here. I want to update the age. So what can I do? Let me try this. Update the age. See, what I have done is while creating the dictionary, I have mistyped the age. Instead of 26, I have put 28. So I want to update it actually. Update the age actually. It's not date. Update the age. Simple I can use. So just go here. My underscore dict1. Okay. Within the square brace, I'll just go and take the key which is the age. Okay, is equal to 26. The moment if I try to print it, I will get the age change. See, if I try to print it here. So if I try to print my underscore dict1, so what will be the output? See, the output will be, it is name, okay, Satish, okay, then followed by age 26, because I've changed the age from 28 to 26. Now, this is one way of modifying the value, existing value. Is it possible for me to add an item? Yes, you can add an item. What is it actually here? I told that I have created a dictionary with name and age. I want to add is from which city, or what is the address, or whatever it may be, is from which city, or its qualification, whatever it may be, some kind of a data I want to add. So how to do that actually? So let me do that. So I want to add an item to dictionary. Add an item to dictionary. So what I will do, so just I'll put this my underscore dict1, okay, dict1. So what I will do, I have to define the key which is not existing there, which I want to add it actually. Let me call it as city. Okay, I am adding this city. So let me put it as is from New Delhi. New Delhi. So what it is going to do actually, so if I try to print my dict1, my underscore dict1, what will be the output? The output will be, it will be name Satish, okay, age 26, followed by the city, okay, New Delhi, which was earlier this was not there, now this got added up. So what I have done, in the previous case, I was trying to modify the one of the item in your dictionary. Here I am trying to add one key value pair to the dictionary. Is it possible for us? See, this is the addition. Okay. Is it how I can remove a particular? See, if I want to remove a particular item in a dictionary. Okay. Here, see, we use what is called as pop function. Okay. We use, if you want to remove, see, removing an elements from a dictionary. Removing the elements in the dictionary. Removing the elements in a dictionary. What is it actually? That means something is existing there and I want to remove the dictionary elements. If I want to remove it, actually, I want to use what is called as a pop function. Okay. A pop function is used to remove that particular function. So what is it actually? So dictionary, we can remove a particular item. We can remove an item from the dictionary. From the dictionary using pop function. We call it as pop method also. Okay, we call that as pop method. We call that as pop method. Okay. Now, see, this is one. See, this is the this method removes an item with the provided. See, this is actually, if I want to use this, I should have a key value pair. Then I can use this. If I want to remove and return an arbitrary value as a pair of dictionary, then there is one more method called as pop item. Okay, pop item method is used. Pop item method is used. What is it actually? Pop item method means I am going to take that particular value and remove it. Remove an arbitrary item. Okay, with a return key value. With a return key value, I will use pop item. If I want to remove all the items at once, I think what we used in list and tuple, the same thing, clear. I can use a clear function which will remove everything. Okay. If I maybe we can use the individual items. If you want to do that, actually, I can use del function also. So del also I can use del delete the. So I can delete the whole dictionary. So if I want to delete the whole dictionary, or you want to clear all the items in dictionary, all the things clear all the items in the dictionary, use the clear function. You want to delete the dictionary itself, use del command. So all the options what we have been trying in the lists and tuples, same thing can be used. So clear and del I'm not going to discuss because there's already the same thing can. Now I'm going to discuss on the pop and pop item. So I am going to have a dictionary. I think we have been using with respect to strings and all. Let's try to create a dictionary with the numbers itself. Okay, and then let's try to look at the examples. Okay, create a dictionary. Create a dictionary. So let me call it as some maybe 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. So it's nothing but squares or something. SQRS. Okay, SQRS. I am trying to create a dictionary. It is 1:1, 2:4, 3:9, 4:16, 5:25, 6:36, 7:49. Okay, I have created a bigger list so it's easy for you. I want to remove a particular item. Okay, I want to remove a particular item. Say I want to remove, see, I want to remove this item. Let me, let me mark it. I want to remove that particular item. What is that? 4. So if I want to do that, what should I do? Only the 16. See, if I want to remove only this key value pair, see blue color in this key value pair, I want to remove the circle one, 16. I want to remove that particular, see, 16 value. Then what should a key for that actually? If I want to remove that value, what is the key for that? It is the 4. So 4 is the key value for that if I want to remove the 16. So then if I want to do that, what I want to do? So I'm going to use, if I want to, so print, okay, SQRS dot pop. Okay, that is the key for that actually, it is the 4. The moment I do this, your output will be, what will be your output moment I do this actually? If I print this actually, if I try to print SQ or see here the output will be 16. I'm going to get an output of 16 here. Now if I try to print SQRS, what is left out? What will be the output here? The output will be your dictionary with 1:1, 2:4, okay, 2:4, 3:9, 5:25, 6:36, 7:49. So the value 16 is removed with a key as 4. Okay. Now I want to remove an arbitrary item. You want to remove an arbitrary item. What should I use? So you can take anything. What is this arbitrary item? So usually when I use this arbitrary item, it's going to take the last value. Okay. When I try to remove an arbitrary item, when I try to do this, it's going to take usually the last item it's going to take. Here, if I use, see, if I want to do this, see, let me write that in the comment. Remove an arbitrary item. Okay. So what it's going to do? So if I want to do this actually, say print SQRS dot pop item within the braces. The moment I do this, it's going to arbitrary, it's going to remove 749. Usually the last item it's going to remove. Now if I try to print it actually, if I try to print the squares, print SQRS, if I do that, what will be my output? It will be 1:1, 2:4, then 3:9, 5:25, 6:36, and This is the output. So if I want to remove the clear all the items, use clear command. If I want to delete the dictionary, use the del command. So this is how you can play with this particular dictionary items, or addition or modifying, all those things. Okay, there are other dictionary methods, or the other function methods are also there, which we use it actually. Say for example, I want to sometimes copy a dictionary. So I can use copy as a function, we can use that. Okay. Then if I want to get only update one particular thing, update a dictionary with a key value or a pair, we can use that. Okay. Now, there are certain things which you people should know other than what we are trying to do. Is it possible for us to join two dictionaries? Okay. If I want to join two dictionaries, what is it actually? Joining two dictionaries. Just like addition, what we did for the list and all, no? Joining two dictionaries. What is it actually here? What we use actually, we use update function. The dictionary one, say if I try to create, let me call it as some dict1. Okay, dictionary one. So here I'm going to have, so something like I'm going to have the name and age. Okay, so we'll have something like Arun. Okay, Arun is the key with age 20. Okay, then Parthipan. Okay, maybe Prakash or something. So Prakash 25. Okay, I have created one dictionary. So I have one more dictionary. Let me call it as dict2. Here I have maybe Satish. So maybe he is of 18. Then Praveen. Okay, he is of 21. I have two dictionaries. Okay. Now I want to add it actually. That means what is it actually? I am copying the second dictionary to first dictionary. Okay. What is it actually? If I use this command, that is dict1 dot update. Okay. Dict2. What is going to do? Copy the second dictionary into first dictionary. If I try to now, if I try to print dict1, if I try to print one, what will be the output actually? The output, what is going to be? It will be Arun, okay, 20, then Prakash, 25, comma, Satish, 18, then Praveen, 21. So I have got a combined dictionary. So what is it actually? I can choose this example. Both the dictionaries have been updated, and the dict1, what I call the first dictionary, will have the items of both the dictionary. That is second dictionary. Okay, this is how you can add a dictionary. So like this, see, is it possible for us to join three dictionaries more than this particular thing? So there is one option called as double star command. Okay, you can join this particular thing. Say for example, I'm trying to, I see now here what this particular thing has, if I use an update, what is going to happen? Dict2 copied into dict1, I'm getting a combined dictionary. Is it possible for me to create a new dictionary by adding this? Yes, we have an option. How to do that actually? If I want to create dict3, let me call it as dict3 is equal to double star, okay, dict1, comma, double star, dict2. So what is going to do actually? It's here. What I'm trying to do here, see double star this particular thing, I'm trying to merge actually. This is actually, it is a merge dictionary. What is the output? The output will be very similar to what we had. Arun 20, Prakash 25, Satish 18, Praveen 21. I'll be getting the combined dictionary. So either you can use an update or you can use this double star command. So the values of both the dictionaries have been merged into one. Okay. So now update one particular thing. Either you can go, see, you can go with dict1 update dict2 or dict2 update dict1. If I try to do dict2 update dict1, dict2 will have all the copy, all the elements from dict1. That's it. It is either you can do one over the other or you can retain one and other one you can. Okay. Now sometimes we have to copy it. As I told, it's something like I want to copy a particular dictionary here. I can use dot copy. So dict1, dict2 is equal to, it's very similar to a dict1. It should be a copy of creating, see here. So sometimes we have to copy a dictionary. Copy a dictionary. Say I have something like I have a dictionary, some dict4, I have created it. What it is actually? It is some maybe a fruit name. Okay, name of a fruit. Okay, and it is from which place? Okay, it's age of the fruit or place, whatever it may be. Okay, some Shimla. Okay, something I have created this time. Some dictionary is there. Now I want to create another dictionary which should be a copy of this particular thing. Okay, dict5 is equal to dict4 dot copy. What is going to be? Dict5 is equal to same as your name Apple and place Shimla. Okay, copy dictionary. Is it possible for us to copy the dictionary using dict actually? Yes, we have done that. So we have copied one of the dictionary into your other dictionary. That means I have one dictionary, all the items of that particular thing, I am creating one more carbon copy of it. Okay. Then you can have, is it possible for us to have a nested dictionary? That is one inside the other. Okay. Say for example, I want to, this kind of situations may come. Say for example, I want to know the date of a particular person. So I want to know his name, what is his mobile number, what is his address, what is the company he is working. Okay, he belongs to which state, he is staying right now in which city. Okay, all the such data, if I want to look into this actually, we create one dictionary over there, and we will create one more dictionary, one dictionary with a name and address, all those things. Other dictionary with all his email ID and address, all those things, or the company where he is working on all. So now what we try to do, we try to combine it one into the other. So for such situations, this kind of copying, updating, all those things will come into picture. Okay, is that clear? So I think these are some of the, there is one more thing is sorting the dictionaries also there, where you can sort from one after the other, all those things we can do. It's something like you want to sort the dictionary based on the items. What is it actually? It's going to take the values in ascending order. Okay, sort the values. It's something like I have a dictionary. Let me create a dictionary and show you how to sort dictionary. We'll end it at this particular point because it will keep going on. So sorting a dictionary. Okay, let me call it as some. Create a dictionary with dict5. Let me create a dictionary. Let me call it as person A. Okay, person A is age. Okay, person A is of 55. Okay, another person is there, he is of some 40. Okay, and another person C is of 35. Okay, then another person D is of age some 25. So I have created a dictionary. Now I want to sort it actually. So what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to do this print, okay, sorted. We use this particular thing, sorted dict 5 items. How many brackets you open, that many brackets you have to close it. 3 brackets you open, 3 brackets you close. What will be the output? The output will be, first it's going to take, all sorting will take place in your ascending order. What it's going to take actually, okay, it's going to take, see, what it's going to take, your key values are going to see, your keys, when I try to put this sorting, A, B, C, D, those are my key values. Now over the values actually, so 25 is the minimum, 35 is the next one, 40 is the next one, and 55 is the next one. So the moment I get this actually, what will be my output? My output is going to change. So what it is going to be? It will be something like this. It will be A 25. It will be B 35. C 40. Then D, all within the braces, D 55. It is try to sort in an ascending order. You want to sort only the dict. See, here I am trying to see, I am trying to sort only the items. Look at this, items. You want to sort only the values. What will be the output? Say, if you want to sort the values, the output will be 25, 35, 40, and 55. See, if I try to print, okay, sorted, this is the function, dot, okay, sort, it is dict 5 dot values. Okay, I'm going to put only the values. If I do that, what will be my output? My output will be only the, it will be only 25, 35, 40, and 55. As we see the above example, the keys are sorted in the function call. When I try to call the function call, it's going to keys are sorted. In the second value, okay, the sorted is based on, the sorting is happening based on the values. We call that as values method call. First one is the key values. First one is on the based on the key. The second is based on the your values. So like this, you can do many operations using your in dictionaries. See, there are some inbuilt functions are there. Sometimes we have to tell which is the minimum and maximum. Python built-in functions with for the dictionary. I want to find which is the min and which is the max. If I use max, this is going to return the key value with the maximum value. So put the min of it. Let me see if I want to find max and min. If I use this max, if I use min, it is going to return the maximum value in the dictionary. If I use this min, actually it's going to return the minimum value. The minimum value in the dictionary. A maximum value and minimum value. What is it actually? That means I'm going to see here, I have created dict 5, A55, B40, C35, D25. If I use print max of dict, what it's going to tell actually? It's going to tell that the max of dict is A, that is it's 55. Okay, it's going to tell A is having the maximum value, that is 55. Then if I try to put min of this particular deck, which is the one which is having the minimum value, it is the 25. That is a D. So it clearly tells that which is having the maximum value and which is having the minimum value. So these are some built-in functions are there. You can just go through that. You can mark those things and you can work on it, and then you can use it. So this is about your